Hey guys, it's FLW Tour Pro here, Adrian, Avena. We just got done the Potomac River, and that was our fourth event for the Walmart FLW Tour Majors. And it was a successful tournament for me. I finished 38th, which was good points. And I mean, my main goal is, is qualify for the Forest Wood Cups, and then we're off to Kentucky. But a little recap on what I was doing. Basically, I had four deals going. We had a low tide around midday. So in the beginning we had some nice water on the grass. There was some water, in between the grass, and it wasn't quite laying over first thing. So there's a couple things you can do, and me, I'm a power fisherman. I love covering a lot of water. So two baits that I was using was one a chatterbait and one a swim jig. That was first thing in the morning when there's some water. And a lot of fish don't see it. And basically what this does is this tail right here barely kicks when this chatterbait's moving. It's just a finesse look that the fish don't get to see quite often. And after I'd kind of switch it up back and forth. I'd throw them both a little bit here and there, kind of take a few casts with that, and then throw this swim jig. This swim jig is an all-terrain swim jig. They just came out with this new hook. It's more of a stout hook. It's the same weed guard, same head, but it's a much better hook. You can throw this on fluorocarbon. I'm throwing this on 16-pound fluorocarbon, the same thing as I'm throwing my chatterbait on. And this hook is awesome, and this comes through the grass really good. On the back of that, I'm throwing a speed crawl, a zoom speed crawl. This is I think it's called blackberry. It's basically black with blue flake. But also another thing I didn't mention, when I threw that chatterbait, sometimes you had to really figure out the fish. You had to figure out what they wanted. So some days it was black and blue. Some days it was this white with a white speed crawl. Another time it was like a green pumpkin red. So you really need to figure out what the fish wanted. I started off with 3 rods tied with 3 chatterbaits, and I made sure I was using those Palindorm series rods, the 7-1, medium heavy action. It really allowed me to catch those fish. And as the tide started really going out, so midday, I picked up a flipping stick. And right here is a PAL. This is their normal, original series rod. This is a 765 SBR. It's a medium heavy. And right here is Reaction Innovations' new style bait. It's called the Kinky Beaver. And right here the color is low blow. It's a bulky bait. Right now the fish, it's mostly post spawn. You also have some spawning fish as well. I'm throwing a trocar hook, a straight shank hook with a 3/16 ounce bullet weight, and I was just flipping those isolated patches of grass. So in my fourth approach, was throwing a regular wacky Senko in the grass. And of course, a lot of guys know to do that. I'm just throwing this on a spinning rod. A lot of guys throw this on fluorocarbon. Throwing it on fluorocarbon, you lose a lot of fish in the grass. The deal is you need to throw braid. Braid really allows you, when you set that hook on a far cast, it cuts the grass. And in that, especially for co-anglers, it's a really good deal. Because a lot of times you might not get a boater that really goes on your fish, but when you set the hook on this, you can really get them through that grass, and you don't have to wait there and wait for your boater to go in for this fish. And that was pretty much it. I mean, like I said, I had a pretty strong tournament, strong event, and I'm just fortunate on finishing 38th. I mean, that second day, I only had 4 fish at 12 o'clock, and I made a couple really crucial decisions that saved my tournament. And I'm looking forward to going to Kentucky Lake, and I'm looking forward to giving you guys a recap on that. So long.